Back in the 1990s, there was a song that was #1 in the charts for so long. It was by Foreigner. It says, "I want to know what love is." And I believe that's the cry of every human being, because we were designed for love. Why? Because ultimately, we know that God is love. And when we begin to understand this concept, we have to decide, is this the primary character of who God is, or is he something else? You see, how we see God will determine our relationship with him, but also how we would then begin to relate to other people. I used to have this fear of God. I used to think that he was a judge and somehow he was going to strike me down with a lightning bolt because I did something wrong or I was a wicked sinner. But over the years, I've begun to discover that that wasn't who Jesus wanted to reveal God to be. When you look at the New Testament, specifically the Gospels, I began to realize that Jesus had a very unique relationship with God. For years I used to think God was this big, holy God, and you always had to do everything right. You always had to be perfect, and if you weren't, somehow you were the scum of the earth. But Jesus came and he said, no. I don't want to reveal to you a holy God. I want to reveal to you someone I call Abba, someone I call Father. And the Father heart of God is actually something which is so critical. In the whole of the Gospels, Jesus only called God holy twice, and he called God Father 203 times in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So for every one time he referred to God as a holy God, he actually referred to God as Father 101.5 times. In fact, the 2 times he mentioned holy, it was our Father in heaven, holy is your name. Or in John 17, it's Holy Father. Every time he used the word holy, it wasn't in conjunction to judgment, it was in conjunction to love. You see, if God is a judge, it's really hard to get close to him. If you're always afraid of him, there is no love, there is no relationship. And if the gospel is about relationship, then we need to begin to have a perception of who God is, the same perception that Jesus had, that he was a loving, he was a caring, he was a kind Father. You see, it's the kindness of God that brings us to repentance. It's not judgment. And so, why am I looking forward to heaven? Because heaven is an experience of the most unconditional, infinite love. This is Steve Chua, hoping that you will discover love that will transform your heart so that you can transform the world. If these videos have blessed you, can I encourage you to like it or share it with your friends, or even get it posted on your social media, or even encourage people to subscribe to the YouTube channel that I have. Also, please leave us your comments. We'd love to know how God is transforming your heart as a result of the revelation that you're receiving. Your life is precious, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.